Thank you for joining us today. This is a follow-up webinar to one I gave last year when I was talking about the various options we have now to generate PDF from our DITA content. At the time, one of the products I highlighted was MiramoPDF, and I'm delighted that I'm joined by Joanne Hannagen and Corinna Kinchin from Miramo, and we're going to show you in more detail how this looks. So firstly, just to introduce myself, my name's Rik Page. For those that haven't met me yet, I'm Director of Sales and Marketing for Bluestream, and we develop a CCMS called XDocs. But this is much more about Miramo, so over to Joanne.
Hi there, my name is Joanne Hannagen. I'm the Business Development Manager for DataZone. We're the developers of MiramoPDF, and we've been in the automated PDF publishing arena for over 20 years. So I'm going to give you a demonstration of how MiramoPDF works and what it can do for you. And I'm joined by my colleague Corinna Kinchin, who's the CTO, and she will answer any questions that you have if you want to put them into the chat window. So what is MiramoPDF for those of you who aren't familiar with it? MiramoPDF is a PDF formatter with a difference, and it's an XDocs CCMS add-on. So what is so different about MiramoPDF? So, well, what is the same about MiramoPDF is that it provides sophisticated design capability, but what's very different about it is that it requires no programming and also very little training. The fact that it requires no programming gives you amazing flexibility and dramatically reduces the PDF development cost and time, because you no longer have to use external consultants to do your XSL-FO programming, or you don't have to assign the XSL-FO programming to the area of expertise within your company. You can control it within whichever department works for you best. So that really gives you a lot of flexibility to control your whole flow internally. So MiramoPDF gives you freedom, and we like our tagline, which is shake off the shackles of XSL-FO with MiramoPDF. So this is how MiramoPDF works, and I'm showing it in comparison to XSL-FO models. So we start off here with structured content, and in this context, it's DITA. The content is taken by the XSL-FO DITA OT plugin, and it's transformed to XSL-FO, which is a mixture of form and content. This XSL-FO is taken by is rendered by the FO processor to PDF. On the other side, the MiramoPDF model, again, the DITA is taken and transformed by our own plugin to Miramo XML, which is a fully documented XML. And in this XML, it is only content that is contained here, and with reference to the formatting. All the formatting is controlled by Miramo Designer, our GUI template designer. And the template that is generated by Miramo Designer controls all the formatting. Then our composition engine takes that template, takes the Miramo XML, and renders the PDF. So it's a very different model. The XSL-FO mixes the form and content, and all the formatting is controlled within 250 plus files, which obviously you really need to know what you're doing to be able to control the formatting within those files. On our side of things, the formatting is controlled separately from the content, and it's through a GUI template designer, which is very intuitive. Most people would be familiar with how it would work, even with other software products that are generic software products. So these are some of the aspects, and not all because it's an exhaustive list, but these are the main aspects that are controlled within the GUI template designer. The document structure, the document colors, text formatting, table formatting, MathML, footnote formatting, variable formatting, and cross-reference formatting. And that's just the main sections, and obviously there's a lot more design control possible within the GUI template designer. There's no compromise with being able to use a simple tool. There's no compromise in the design that can be generated or the sophistication of the design. So now I am going to show you how to rebrand or redesign PDF output in less than 10 minutes using MiramoPDF. So what we were saying is that basically all you need to know is how to use Miramo Designer, the GUI template designer. So this is Miramo Designer. And on the right-hand side are all these categories, color definition, contents definition. So this is where you control the document colors, the table of contents. DocDef is the overall document. Footnotes, the fonts that are used, and the page def. I'm just going to show you, say, a cover page. So I'm going to double click on the cover page, and on the left hand side you have a representation of the cover page, and if I click inside this page, you see I clicked on a text frame on that cover page, and the properties of that text frame are displayed in the center column. And if I move around this text frame, you can see that the values here in these fields change with it. So it's very much intuitive to use. If you want to specify these values, you can just type them in and everything will move accordingly to what you've specified. So you can control the size and position of the text frame, the border of that text frame, and the fill. All of that is controllable here. You can also group together text frames and move them as a group, and there's alignment possibilities as well. I'll ungroup that. I should group them again together. Sorry. So if I move that over here and then select the other two and then right click, and it says align to first selected. So I'm aligned to first selected and I want to align to the left edges, so I can do that within here. So I'm going to undo all that and put it back to where it was. I think that's where it was. And the next thing I'm going to show you is a paragraph definition. So say I'm going to show you a title. I'm just going to type into the filter at the top. Then you get listed all the paragraph definitions that contain title in the name. So I'm going to double click on topic title 1. So once I double click on topic title 1, on the left hand side is a representation of that paragraph, the text. If there is a list label and auto numbering on it, it will display. Here you can see first line indent. You can drag and drop first line indents. Again, on the right hand side, let's see, first line indent can be specified here in the properties column. So all these properties can be controlled within here: fonts, alignment, spacing, etc. All can be modified in here. If you see here above and below this paragraph, you can specify what paragraphs are displayed above and below. So that might help you decide what font size or what font you want to change the paragraph to in relation to other paragraphs that will be displayed next to it. I'm going to click on list label here. If you can see here, this is where you can select whether there's auto numbering or not, and then you can select the formatting of the auto numbering, etc. And I'm just going to show you one more thing in this mode, and that is the table of contents. So double click on the table of contents. I'm going to TOC formatting, edit. And here you can specify what paragraphs are displayed in the table of contents, and you can assign formatting to each of those individual paragraphs that are displayed in the table of contents, and add more levels or reduce levels as required. Okay. So this is the default template that is provided with the Miramo DITA OT plugin. And I'm going to take some sample DITA. I'm using Oxygen here, it's the most straightforward way to demonstrate to publish a PDF using MiramoPDF. It's the most simple one. So now I'm going to run some sample DITA against the default template that comes with the Miramo DITA OT plugin. And here is the MiramoPDF transformation here. It is the production transformation, and below it you can see there's the development transformation, and I'll show you what that is a little later on in the presentation. So I'm going to run that transformation against this sample DITA. Click on this icon here. So what's happening here is a topic merge, and when the topic merge is complete, the Miramo plugin transforms it to Miramo XML. The Miramo composition engine then takes the Miramo XML and the template, the default template, and renders the PDF. So you will see the PDF any second now. So this is the PDF rendered out of the box using the default template. So I'll just run through that so you can see what that design looks like. Table of contents, then we're into the main body with tables and images, etc. And I'll just scroll down to the index at the end. Okay, so keep that in your head, what that looks like. That is the default template, the document produced using the default template. Right, so I shall close this. And okay, so now I'm going to go back into Miramo Designer, and I'm going to make a few changes to it and transform it to a totally different document. And you can see how it can be totally rebranded in very short time. So first of all, this is the cover page again. Here, page def cover. I'm going to click on this shape here, and I'm going to change, this is document color 2. So there's a number of items, there's a number of things that are assigned document color 2. You can see that here at the bottom of the page. If I go to the left page, you can see this is also document color 2. So to have a bigger effect, I'm going to change the color def, which is document color 2, to a totally different color. And that will be through, this will then filter out throughout the entire document. Gosh, that's an awful color. Right, so I'll apply that, and you can see that these all changed. The next thing I'm going to do is import an image. So I'm going to import this lovely harvesting image. You can import by reference or copy into the document, whatever way you wish. You can adjust the size or the resolution here as well. So here's the image. So you can just click on the image and resize it as required, or you can specify it here, the size in here in the properties column. If this, you could make this a replaceable image and specify that within the DITA if you require. The other thing I'm going to change is a paragraph. I'm going to change a group of paragraphs, all the topic titles. So I'm going to select this group of topic titles and right click and modify. So now I can group modify all the topic titles just in one foul swoop. So I'm going to change the font family to Comic Sans for dramatic effect. No, Chiller actually, I'll go with Chiller. And I'm going to change the text color to magenta. Right, so magenta and green are well known to go together. So, okay. So I'm going to just click on a topic title here, and now you can see, there you go, all the topic titles have changed to magenta. Now, as you can see, you could change every single property of a paradef just by selecting all the paradefs. Change the font or the color or any aspect that you like. Right click, modify, change any of these properties. And in a couple of minutes, your entire document would look like a dramatically different document. Okay. So now I'm going to save this document, go back into Oxygen, and I'm going to run, but I'm going to run it against the DITA again, this new template against the DITA, but I'm going to run the development transformation this time. So double click on the development transformation. Again, the topic merge, the transformation to Miramo XML, and then the composition engine renders it to PDF. Just checking to make sure I don't have the PDF open. So this is the new document with the changes that are made. We changed the properties of document color 2, and now this is green. And I'm just going to scroll through the document. You can see the green throughout. And there you go. You have the new topic titles in Chiller and in magenta. So, I mean, it is a totally different document. It looks worse than it was before, but obviously you can make it very much better than it was before. This is only to demonstrate how dramatically you can change the document. As you can see, the fill in the headers of the tables had document color 2, and they've changed as well. So that is a very different document, but you can also see that this is a very different document in the fact that there are all these comments on it and also this red text. So the reason why, these are the reason why this is a development transformation, because you get all this information about the document. So this tells you that this is a cover page, and this cover page is contained within a cover section. So if you want to change anything about this document, you just find out what the details are. You can go into the page def cover in your template and change anything you like. And if you want to change the properties of the section, you go into the cover section and change any of those properties there. So this is all the information that you need if you want to make changes to your document. So if I roll over here, this is a font format glossary term. And if I roll over here, this is an article title. So I don't like the look of that, that article title, STA user guide. I go back to my template, I go into the paradef article title, and I change whatever property there is there that is making me unhappy. All right, I'm going to scroll down through again. This is a chapter header. If I don't like the look of that chapter header, the spacing, the font size, the color, I go into paradef chapter header in the template that you just saw me change, and I can change any of the properties to match what I want, and then rerun it again. And you can see how quickly you can fix whatever design changes you want. So I'll just do a few more rollovers here. An unordered list item 1. This is a body, more body, etc. So all the information that you need to change the design to what suits you is all available in this development template. Okay, so I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back into Oxygen, and I'm going to run the production transformation scenario. And that'll just give you the final change document, and that would be without those tooltips that came up there. Again, I think you know what's happening here this time. I won't repeat myself again. So as that's running, I'm going to show you some of our customers' PDFs. This document is was originally an InDesign design, and we were asked, could it be regenerated to match the InDesign design, and it was regenerated within MiramoPDF. So InDesign is very, what can I say, design oriented. And there's no compromise with MiramoPDF. The same designs can be generated with MiramoPDF. I'll just tag through. I think it's quite a beautiful document, actually. Then we have, let's see here, we have this Alphen document. And again, you can see the design features here, the tabs on the side, 2 columns here. And I'm just going to show you quickly, now that I have 2 columns there, I'm going to show you how you can change from 1 column to 2 column very quickly. So here's a left page. I'm going to click on the text frame here. This is a foreground text frame that takes the DITA content, and I want to make that a 2 column text frame. I simply click on columns, 2 column, 3 column text frame. So that easy to change that formatting. Right, the PDF is here. So here is our redesigned PDF in less than 10 minutes. Now I'm sure you're all much more skilled in creating a good design, but I think it proves the point of how easy Miramo PDF is to use, and the design changes that are possible and the designs that are possible to be generated. I'm going to show you a multilingual document here. This is one of these documents that are provided with a product that you probably throw away once you open the box and never read. But so you can see the tiny text. So here we have English.
Could you zoom in on that just a little bit?
Yeah, sure. That would be sensible. There you go. How's that?
One more, just to show the
languages. How's that?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Okay, so there's
documents are designed not to be read, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's English. Let me just see. You have to keep searching for German. Here we go. Finnish, Norwegian, etc. Polish. And I'm just going to go to the end of the document, because what's interesting here is the very last page is Hebrew, and that's right to left. So it's possible to switch within a document from left to right to left. So now this document, we produced the proof of concept for it, and we produced that template in less than a day. So it looks very complex, but with MiramoPDF, very complex documents can be created from scratch in a very short time. So if you wanted to regenerate current templates using MiramoPDF, it's not a massive undertaking. Let's see now if there's any other that I want to show you. Right, that's the same document, but with the tooltip showing. Okay, so I think I've demonstrated what's possible. Obviously, it's only a snippet of what is possible with MiramoPDF, but I'll go back to the presentation now. Here we go. And if you have any questions at all, please email us. My name is Joanne Hannagen, jhannagen@datazone.com. And we have a YouTube channel if you want to run through a demonstration of how it works again. And I really appreciate your time, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you very much, Joanne. That was absolutely superb. I think it shows the real power that Miramo can bring you. And it's key to remember that this is keeping your DITA content intact. It's not actually altering any of that DITA content, so, which is very important on many occasions. So thank you all for your time today. We'll put this up on the website so that you can download this and see this again, and we'll put it on YouTube, etc. So just leaves me to thank Joanne once again for her time, and thank you for attending. Goodbye.
Goodbye.